As long as I eat my weight in tacos and Mexican food, I'm here. I'm good. So here's to that. Oh, nice. Very nice. Organizing a tour of one of the most major Mayan sites there is in the Yucatán, I decided to take the tour from Cancun to Chichen Itza. At 7 a.m., I was picked up at my hotel, and it's over a 3-hour journey to get to the ancient site. The tour is all day long, and they take you to a couple spots besides the pyramids. Now, I ended up paying 1,300 pesos, and that included a full-on open bar with extra food in the mix. One thing's for sure is this place is crowded as it can get. They charge 50 pesos if you want to bring a GoPro in. They consider it professional equipment. But all those other very expensive cameras that aren't GoPros, nah, they're free to get in. Welcome to the crown jewel, Chichen Itza. You'll immediately notice the clapping of the hands that everybody does. It demonstrates the acoustics of the place. And you can imagine when the Mayan king spoke, how their voice must carry to the thousands of people below watching whatever rituals and ceremonies going on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're now looking at El Castillo, the most prominent structure in Chichen Itza. The 4 sides, each with 91 stairs, sharing the top platform, adds up to 365 steps, the number of days in the solar year. Including the temple up top, it's 30 meters tall and was believed to be built due to its closeness of a sacred cenote. Believed by some archaeologists to be built as early as the 5th century AD, in 1988, it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Chichen Itza, to translate, means at the mouth of the well of the Itza. Itza is the name of the ethnic group that had political and economic power at the time in the peninsula. Another translation for Itza is enchanter of the water. This is the great ball court of Chichen Itza. It's the largest playing field in Mesoamerica and measures 168 by 70 meters. Some historians are still debating whether the winners or the losers were the ones sacrificed after the end of the game. But how they sacrificed you? Head chopped off or your heart pulled out. The Mayans love to use obsidian. It's a naturally occurring volcanic glass. You take it and hold it up to the sun. That little light through my GoPro is actually the sun. You can view it with your naked eye through the glass. There's a lot of vendors here trying to sell you souvenirs. This one's pretty cool. That's the Mayan ball court. You can clearly see. This part of the temple, the platform of the jaguars, was thought to be dedicated to the military legions responsible for capturing sacrificial victims. This monument, the skull wall, is the monument that shows the clearest testimony of human sacrifice. Behind me is the temple where they would put the sacrificed hearts of the victims. The Temple of the Warriors, are also known as the Temple of the 1,000 Columns. On the top of the temple, you can see Chokmo, a messenger of the gods, holding a bowl or a disc on his stomach. Archaeologists believe that the beating hearts of the sacrificed victims were placed here for the gods. On the south end of the temple, you'll find 200 columns going west. That's why the temple has its other name, the Temple of 1,000 Columns. As the tour continues, we've arrived at a resort that has a cenote here. In order to go to the cenote, you must wear a life jacket, which wasn't included in the price. The parking lot on arrival was full of tour buses. And with all the people here, this is definitely a tourist trap, but it's not going to stop me from checking it out for sure. So I got my life jacket, paid for a locker, make you rinse off real quick. I'm gonna head down. I don't know how many steps, but it's a ways down. I'm gonna head down and check it out. Crazy, right? The tour bus dropped us off at this old city. It's famous for having the first church in the Yucatán and also the site where the Mayan revolted against the Spanish. We only had 30 minutes here. Since it was such an unexpected and a quick drop-off, I'm not gonna act like I know too much about this city. Just kind of showing some views really quick. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you on the next one. Bye. With such a long ride back to Cancun, that extra $10 I paid for open bar came in handy. After a few drinks, they just ended up giving me a 40 for the long ride home. Heck yeah, keeping it real.